my name is Leela and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a delicious stir fry that mixes chicken and vegetables in a delicious garlic sauce. So let's go ahead and get started on our garlic chicken stir fry. I'm going to start with 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And the first thing that I'm going to do is remove all of the fat from each of these breasts. After the fat is removed, we just want to cut it into thin pieces, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch wide, just like this. I'm just going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt, and I'm going to sprinkle it on and mix it in with my hands, making sure that it coats each piece. And once it's thoroughly coated, I will set this aside while I prepare the other ingredients. Here I have 3 carrots, which I have already peeled, and I'm just going to take each one and chop the ends off, and then chop them into a diagonal, just like that, making them about 1/4 inch thick. Once all of the pieces are chopped, I'm going to place them in a microwavable safe bowl and set them aside. Next is the large crown of broccoli, which I've rinsed under cold water, and I'm just going to chop off the end pieces just like this. And any large pieces you may have, such as this size here, you just want to break them into smaller pieces like this. And once the broccoli is done, we can go ahead and place it in the bowl with the carrots. And now that I have my broccoli and my carrots in my bowl, I'm going to cover them with hot water and microwave them on high for about 2 minutes. And what this is going to do is just soften them up a little bit before we add them to our stir fry. And here are the 4 fresh cloves of garlic, which I want to mince into small pieces. So what I'm going to do is the easiest way to do this is just to take the flat edge of a knife and smash the garlic as hard as you can, and then you can easily cut and take off the shell like this. Now, then what we want to do is just chop it, and the way I chop it, it's like this, and then chop it this way into tiny pieces. Now for this dish, I'm just going to use half of this onion, and I'm going to cut it into thin strips. So I just want to go around and cut this into thin pieces like this. Now once it's cut into thin strips across, I'm just going to half them like that. And then what I want to do is I just want to pull the pieces apart like this. And once all of your onion pieces are pulled apart, you can just set them aside. Now here I have all of the ingredients for my sauce, and I'm just going to mix my chicken broth with both my oyster sauce and and my soy sauce. And I'm just going to stir until everything is mixed together. And this is going to be the sauce for our garlic chicken. Here I have my cornstarch, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water just until it dissolves. And this is going to be the thickener for our sauce. And once our oil is hot, we can go ahead and add in our chicken. And we just want to cook it until it's lightly brown, and it'll take about 6 minutes. And once the chicken's lightly brown, you can just remove it from the wok and place it on a plate and set it aside. And once the oil's hot, I'm going to add both my garlic and the onion. And I'm just going to stir them around and let it cook for about a minute and a half, just until it browns. And once the garlic starts to brown and become fragrant, then I'm just going to add in my parboiled vegetables. And I'm going to let them cook for just about 1 minute. Then I'm going to go ahead and return the chicken to the wok. And I'm going to add the sauce. And I'm just going to stir this around and let the sauce come to a boil. And once the sauce starts to come to a boil, I'm just going to add in my cornstarch as a thickener for the sauce. And I'm going to mix it around, and I'm going to let the sauce thicken. And once the sauce starts to thicken, you just want to stir it around so that it starts to coat each piece of meat, like this. And once everything is coated with the sauce, then it is ready to serve. Enjoy!